TodaysiPhone.com, and I have lots of your questions. This is the first ever episode of QuizCam. We're going to run it for a few months, maybe a year, see how it goes. If you like it, I'll carry on doing them. If not, then we'll see. We'll just see how it goes. But I have a list of questions here and I'm going to get straight to them. What are your favourite bands? I don't really have any favourite bands, I'm a bit boring. I listen to pretty much everything there is going at the moment. I'm listening to more of bands like the Temper Trap, and I'm listening to Ben Howard and Newton Faulkner, acoustic-y stuff. But my taste changes all the time, depending on the weather, my mood. It doesn't really matter, I listen to anything. Xavier Esparza from Facebook asks, how much could a woodchuck if a duck likes toasters that potatoes? California. 11:1. Megan Babcock asks, what's your goat's name? It's Roger, and he likes waffles. What is your favourite waffle recipe? I don't like waffles. Roger likes waffles. I think he likes chocolate or Belgian, I'm not sure. Do you know any of the other members of TIP personally? I know one, Stephen. He actually lives in the same city as me. I talk to Jake quite often, but I've never really met anyone apart from Stephen. Nook or Kindle? Kindle. Do you think that Apple has passed the point of naming their devices by its generation? For example, the iPad 3 doesn't exist, but the new iPad does. Will we see the new iPhone or the new iPod Touch? Yes. What do you want to see in iOS 6? The biggest thing for me, I want to see a redesigned App Store. I'd love to have it so that when you install multiple apps, it can do it all at once, and it doesn't keep taking you back to the home screen every time you buy an app. Third-party widgets in the notification center drawer that drops down, that would be really cool. Get rid of the stocks and weather, nobody uses those. Well, I don't anyway. I can just look outside my window and I know what the weather's like. With the new MacBook Pros around the corner, do you think it's worth it to buy if it is really good, or should I wait for the new MacBook Air? That depends on how long you want to wait for. We don't know if there's new MacBook Pros, it's all rumours. Apple obviously at the moment are focusing really heavily on their portable devices like the iPad and the iPhone, MacBook Air, things like that. They're gradually going to be going away from computers as such because, I mean, the future's in small, thin, light, portable and powerful. How is the Absinthe 2.0 5.1.1 jailbreak working out? Okay, thank you, except I can't install any sources or themes or tweaks or apps or anything because it's just not working. But apart from that, it's fine. Aluminium back or liquid metal on the new iPhone? Probably glass again. It's probably going to be flat, I don't know. I would like to see a unibody, aluminum, aluminium, wherever you're from, body on it, but I don't think that's going to happen. I know liquid metal certainly isn't going to happen because it's not ready to be made in such a big quantity for such a big part of a device yet. So, if I had to choose, probably aluminium's the most realistic. MacBook Air or iPad 3? I have both, so I couldn't choose between them. One I use for my work, and the other one is my iPad I use for gaming and for family time and stuff like that. Long question from I Want an iPhone 6. Great name. What do you think the 6th gen iPhone will have? What screen size? Will it have an A5X or an A6? How much RAM? Better version of Siri? Screen resolution? Will Apple change the memory options? If they do, will it be increase or decrease? Will they upgrade the battery? And finally, will every new Apple product there is always something big that will you make want to upgrade to it? What do you think that is in here and why? Screen size, probably slightly less than 4 inches is what we're hearing. A5X is likely, although I don't know if it's going to be an X because those extra graphics cores in the iPad are to power the bigger display, which obviously the next iPhone won't have. How much RAM? Probably the same, 512 to 1 gig, depending on what they do with the software. If the software remains essentially the same, then they're not going to increase the RAM by that much because they just won't need it. It's pointless. When did Taylor turn English and make TIP videos? Tomorrow. What is the smartphone I should get? The iPhone 4 or 4S. Maybe 3GS if you want to save lots of money. Why do you choose Mac over a PC? Because I hate Windows so much and I never used Linux and I wanted something reliable and easily available, so I got Mac. How do you edit your videos? Do you have any other channels? What's your favourite mobile desktop OS? Favourite desktop software? Favourite computer? That's a lot of questions from one user, Ashley Apps on YouTube. I edit my videos on iMovie because I don't do anything fancy. I have one other channel called CJ Bunty that I set up a few years ago. I put a couple of documentaries on there from when I was in university, but there's nothing else on there. My favourite mobile platform is obviously iOS, although WebOS was really good when it was around, and just nobody spent any time with it. Desktop OS, Mac. Favourite desktop computer is my favourite computer, sorry. I love my iPad 3, my 3rd generation iPad. If you can count that as a computer, then my iPad. If not, my MacBook Air sat right behind me is my favourite. Favourite desktop software, I love Google Chrome. That's it. That's my favourite software. It's a browser, but I love it so much because it just syncs with everything and it's easy to use. I hate Safari a lot. I know I'm an Apple fan, but I really cannot stand Safari at all. It's boring and quite unintuitive sometimes. Anyway, that's all the questions for today. If you have any for next week, please leave them down below or send me a tweet at TIP_cam with a hashtag AskCam or QuizCam, whichever you want. And I will be back next week with another episode of QuizCam.